Imagine you are sitting looking at your phone, awaiting a message that never seems to arrive. Or perhaps you are replaying a conversation in your head, wondering if you truly matter to someone who now seems so distant. A tight knot forms in your stomach, a mix of hope and doubt that keeps you restless. If you aspire to develop your mind and emotions daily, subscribe to our Telegram channel via the link in the description. It offers wisdom and opportunities to learn about yourself and those around you. What if I told you that Carl Jung, one of psychology's greatest geniuses, discovered hidden signals within you, whispers from your soul that already know the truth? You no longer need to wonder whether you are important to someone, because your subconscious already holds all the answers. What may seem simple is profoundly transformative. A whole world exists within you, an invisible universe Jung called the unconscious. This is not merely a repository of forgotten memories, but a living force constantly communicating with you. However, in the chaos of daily life, meetings, work, family obligations, and the constant pressure to be perfect, we have forgotten how to listen to this voice. Consider a typical modern scenario. You meet someone on social media, and the connection feels perfect. They write it to you, seek you out, and make you feel special. But then something shifts. Their responses become cold and they distance themselves. You are left alone wondering what you did wrong. In such moments, the mind starts creating justifications. They are just busy, or they need space. But while the head tries to rationalize, an inexplicable foreboding lingers. Jung taught us that this feeling is not paranoia or insecurity. It is your subconscious speaking to you in its own language of symbols, feelings, and intuition. When someone pulls away, it is not always about you, but it is always a signal about the true nature of the relationship. Recall the last time you felt this way, perhaps with a former partner, a friend, or someone on your mind right now. What was your body telling you? What did you feel deep down, beyond what you wanted to believe? Let's discuss the concept of the shadow, one of Jung's most fascinating ideas. The shadow is the part of you that you hide, the part you do not want to see. These are your fears, insecurities, and moments when you felt inadequate. When someone distances themselves and you start doubting your worth, it is not just about them. It is your shadow coming to the surface. For example, you are with friends at a cafe, and one says, "He is not texting me. He probably found someone better." Or you scroll through Instagram, comparing yourself to perfect photos of others. At that moment, it is not them making you feel small. It is your shadow whispering doubts that were already there. Yet Jung did not view the shadow as an enemy. To him, it was a teacher. If you listen and face it, it will show you exactly what needs healing to stop depending on external validation. How can you know if you are truly important to someone, even if they are pulling away? One of the first hidden signals Jung points to is how you feel in their absence. If their distance plunges you into self-criticism and you start doubting your beauty, wit, or value, it is not a reflection of love. This is your shadow crying out for attention, a practical exercise. The next time you receive a terse message from someone causing you anxiety, do not rush to reply or overthink what to write. Instead, close your eyes, place your hand on your chest, and breathe. Ask yourself, what am I feeling here? If there is anxiety, fear, or a desperate need to fix things, these are signals from your subconscious that something is amiss. Our emotions are a compass. Use this compass today. Pay attention to your feelings after spending time with someone. Do you leave with a full heart or empty hands? Protecting your energy is not selfishness. It is an act of self-love. Here is a turning point. You do not have to keep forcibly holding on to something. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means choosing yourself. Imagine two paths before you. One where you keep fighting for someone who is pulling away, and another where you allow yourself to shine, independent of external attention. Which path will you choose today? If you have read this far, something within you already resonates with the hidden signals that Carl Jung left us as a map to navigate our relationships and self-love. We have already talked about how your subconscious warns you when someone is not right for you, whether it is through a feeling in your chest or a nagging thought that you cannot quite shake, even when everything seems fine. Now let's delve deeper. Jung not only gave us tools to listen to our soul, but also showed us that what we see in others, especially in someone who is pulling away, is a reflection of what we carry within. This is called projection. Imagine you receive a short, dismissive message from them. Although you try to ignore it, something inside you breaks. You start thinking, If only I were funnier, prettier, more interesting. Jung would say this thought is not just about them. It is a projection of your shadow, the part of you that you have not yet accepted. When someone pulls away and you blame yourself, you are not seeing the truth about that person. You are seeing your own wounds reflected in their behavior. Here is the secret. Understanding this can free you from the need to prove yourself. Projection, according to Jung, is like a game of mirrors. Everything you love or hate in someone else has roots within yourself. If it bothers you that they are not seeking connection with you, it is not only because they are cold, it is because part of you fears being inadequate. But this works the other way around too. If something about them attracts you, their confidence or their ability to make you laugh, it is because these qualities are already within you, awaiting recognition. A practical exercise: take a notebook and write down 3 things that hurt you in their behavior. Next to each, write how these things remind you of something about yourself. For example, he ignores me might become, I feel ignored when I don't stand up for what's truly important to me. If when he pulls away, you keep feeling like you need to shrink to fit into his world, this is not love. This is a lesson from your shadow calling for healing. If his absence does not disturb your peace, it is a sign from your subconscious that you are connected to your authenticity. Jung believed that relationships aligned with your essence do not make you feel smaller. They inspire you to be greater. Let's talk about letting go, because Jung taught us that letting go is not giving up. It is an act of strength. Imagine you decide to let go of a relationship that hurts you, and after days of silence, you suddenly feel relief, as if you have dropped a backpack full of stones. Jung would say that this relief is your subconscious celebrating your decision to align with your truth. When you let go of someone who does not value you, you tell the universe, I deserve better, and the universe hears you. Instead of obsessing over someone who is pulling away, do something for yourself. Put on a song you love to dance to, cook your favorite meal, walk into your favorite places. The moment of courage comes when, instead of begging him to stay, you calmly say, I choose my peace. Jung would say that this is the moment when your subconscious and conscious minds align. And when that happens, you start seeing magical signs in your life, what he called synchronicity. If he truly cares about you, his distance will not be a game for control. It will be a space that respects your worth. But if his absence leaves only emptiness, this is your subconscious telling you to move on. Let's start with an important truth that Jung gave us. The subconscious not only warns us when something is wrong, but also shows us when something is real. When you receive an unexpected message that isn't just an empty hey, but something that makes you feel seen, thinking of you today, Jung would say that such synchronicity is not accidental. It is a sign of a deeper connection that transcends distance. But here is the trick. It is not just about what he does, but also about how you feel. Does this message reassure you that he cares, or does it leave you hungry, craving something that never comes? Your subconscious already knows you deserve more. Jung believed that intuition is like a lighthouse in the fog. If his presence elevates you and his absence does not destroy you, it is a sign that you truly matter to him. But if his distance makes you chase after him, changing yourself to keep him, it is not love. It is a lesson from your shadow calling for healing. Consider a practical sign you can see right now. Jung taught that people who truly value you do not make you feel invisible. When he calls after days of silence, if his distance is accompanied by respect and small gestures showing that he thinks of you, it is a sign that he cares. But if his absence is an emptiness that you are forced to fill with excuses, your subconscious is already screaming for you to move on. Here is a practical tool. The next time you are talking to him, pay attention to how the conversation affects you. Ask yourself, do I feel lighter or heavier? Do I see myself reflected in his words or erased by his indifference? Jung believed that fulfillment in life comes not from clinging to someone who is leaving, but from reconnecting with your authenticity. When you decide to let go of relationships that keep you in suspense, something magical happens. Your energy shifts. You start attracting people who truly see you, seek your company more often. That project that you abandoned reignites your passion. This is Jung's synchronicity in action. When you align with your true self, the universe aligns you with people and opportunities that reflect your light. Let's take an example. Imagine that for months you have been waiting for a clear sign of commitment from him, But one day, inspired by Jung's ideas, you decide to focus on yourself. You revive a neglected hobby or start that business you have dreamed of since childhood. And just when you least expect it, someone new appears. Not him, but someone who looks at you like you are a treasure. Jung would say that this is not a coincidence. It is your subconscious in the universe aligning because you dared to let go of what was not serving you. Jung taught us that the emptiness you feel when letting go is not a punishment, but space for the growth of something new. You truly matter to someone when his distance does not make you doubt your worth, when his absence respects your light instead of dimming it. But most importantly, you matter to yourself when you decide not to settle for less than what you deserve. This journey is not just about him, it is about you, about the strong woman who is awakening to her authenticity. Jung showed us that the search ends not in finding outside what you lack, but in remembering what you already have inside. It is remembering who you are and living from that place of power and fullness.